I have something fun that's arrived. Acrylic painter. Marks on anything water-based. These are paint pens, but yet they're small enough that you get a finer tip. They're harder to find, but I found some on Amazon. And I wanted to try them out to see how they were. So I have some white tips that I'm painting some of this really nice pearly, almost blue color on. Now this is not a gel polish, this is a regular polish, so I gotta let it dry. So I'm gonna go put a couple coats of this on. Then I think, because we're gonna be working with these acrylic paint pens, I'm gonna do a matte top coat, just so that we give them the best way to work. Because I wanted something with a fine tip so I could get a nice, you know, like a nice finer way to almost draw on the tip. Now you could use it for a lot of things. You could use it for fine detailing, adding small dots, stuff like that. But I really would love to do a tree that kind of spreads out over the nails and almost make it like very nice effect. I was almost thinking about doing something a little bit different. I've been doing a lot of like actual scenes and stuff lately, but I thought, you know what, nah, I'm just gonna wing it. I just wanted to try these markers out. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish applying this really nice pearlized color to the white tips. Let it dry, put on a matte top coat, and then I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. What I'm doing now, everything has been matte top coated. What I'm doing now is I'm kind of just painting on a tree form just over on the side of these two nails here. And this is paint. Oh, I wish this nail would stick on. And as you can see, it goes on so nice. And it's not runny, it's not terrible, it's really, really nice. So you can let it paint dry like acrylic and really, really be cool. So what I'm trying to achieve is like branches going out along the nail. Now, this one I just want to widen a bit. Because I want it to go thinner. As we go out, but I kind of want them to match a bit. And I don't want to dig into the nail, I just want to kind of lightly graze. Might have to widen them a little bit here because they're looking mighty tiny. And then just a little bit. Like that's the tip.
Alright, where's the smokes?
Okay, so I'm going to finish this off and I will be right back. Okay, let's continue. Sorry, I have so much going on in the house right now. The kids, Daddy, they're all crazy. So let's continue making our tree. I'm gonna make that thicker. And this one I think will curve downward a bit more. And curve it right down onto here like that. Okay. So now that you can kind of see what we've done, and I've ended them on the other end of the nail. So I want to add some branches here and there, little twigs. Make it look more tree-like. Maybe a few little ones coming down like this. Maybe over here. Something a little bit longer. Over here. A little bit to finish it off. Okay. Now what's really good, since we've got all these colors of markers, we can add highlights, we can do anything we want. It would be really good to make sure it's really dry. And I thought since Valentine's Day is coming, maybe we'll use red, or if you want to, you know what, let's do green. Summer is coming too. Valentine's Day is just today. And I've heard that from many people. And I've got 3 different awesome colors of green in here, so let's do that. Let's do that. Now I have a little bit of black here and a little bit of white and silver. We can add some details, even got a little bit of gold. So before I go and I add my leaves, I want to go into my, which one do I want to do first? Let's do gold. Make sure it's running okay. I'm just going to add a little bit of gold details to my tree there. Not everywhere. Just a few little lines here and there just to give it like a different color, different effect. Lines down the tree a little bit. Make it look more tree-like. Maybe a little over here. Okay. Not a lot, just a little, just enough to give it a little bit. So when we go to put the top coat on, it's gonna be. Now I have some silver here. Ooh, that silver's nice. Maybe give it a little light effect. A couple of little spots. You could even possibly go over and do some shading with black. Actually, I might do that. I was not going to do that, but now I'm thinking, You know what? Shading with black would probably be the way to go on a tree. Because there are spots on a tree that it's going to be more shaded. But I want to be real careful with the black. Just a little bit of shading in here. A little bit of shading. I'm going back to this one because I think I want a little bit of shading down in here. Just down in there like that. Just a little bit of shading down underneath. It gives it that nice effect. Nice. Just a little bit. Because then the light is hitting it a certain way. A lot of this could be covered up by leaves too, but in case something does see through, it's going to give it a nice effect. Okay, white, a little bit of white edges. I want to make sure it's running right. Yes, okay. Just want a little. Just a little bit in a certain area. That's all for that. And then I'll probably keep that one out because I might need some shading on the leaves. So for the leaves, I want to start with my darkest color. Oh, excuse me. So they don't have to be perfect. No leaves are. I'm just going to put a couple of these darker ones because they'll be more towards the back. And I think what I might do is at this point, I would love to be able to do a top coat so we got different layers of leaves, but I really don't want to put much of the matte top coat on because matte top coat can be quite thick. So I don't think I want to do that at this point. And you can't really see what I'm doing here, sorry. So I'm just adding some leaves over here, maybe smaller little leaf just hanging down. On this one, I swear this one hates me. I can never get it to stay on no matter if I change out the stuff or not. Okay. And this will take on such a nice effect too, because don't forget we're going to be regular top coating it over, so it'll get rid of that matteness. And all the sparkle will show up, because that one I put underneath is like a hollow. It's like a hollow shimmer. And one there. Okay. Now, I'm gonna let that dry a little bit. I don't think that using this stuff, I really don't think it would be very good on shiny top coat. And if I matte again, I don't know how well I'll like that. So I'm gonna leave it, let it dry for a few minutes, and then I'll come back when I'm ready to do my other two greens. Okay? And I'll be right back. Okay, let's move on to our next color. So now, I'm gonna put another leaf on there. This bright yellow. I'm gonna put a couple in the background, not a lot. I'm gonna come back to this color after, because I wanna do the rich green first. I just wanna have a couple of these in the background, just in case they peek out. Then it'll be, then they'll be seen. Because I'll probably go over a couple of these. I just want to make sure there's enough in the background to be seen. Okay. Now, gotta let it dry again because it is paint. So I'm gonna let it dry, and then I'm gonna start coming in with this. I wonder if I could start on ones that don't have paint on them. So this is like a rich, rich green. So I'm just adding more and more layers as I go. So that one's got one that's drying. This one doesn't. Okay, that one's still got one that's drying, so let's move over. This one, I tell you right now, it just doesn't like me. Okay, fine. I'll do it this way. It just fights me constantly, maybe one going off the picture there a bit. Maybe one over here. One over here by this one. You don't want to do too much covering either. You want some to be covered, but you don't want too much covering either, because you want it to still look like leaves there, right? So not big blobs of color. But a tree do have overlapping, so you kind of want that overlapping one. Those are still drying, so I want to be very careful with those. I hear pacing outside my door. That can never be good. Okay. And I'll come back and finish off the rest in a couple minutes when they've had a time to dry. And I will see you in a minute. Okay, I added some more with the darker color. And now I'm going in with my lighter color again, just to add a few more. These will be more on top from everything, and even on the branches as well. These ones will go different ways and kind of just throw the whole tree thing going now. So now you've got the nice richness of the tree. A nice big one here. There. Oh no, my favorite one, the one that hates me. I'm gonna put this one right here, have it coming right off. Nice. Oh, here's Daddy choking up a lung. And maybe one heading up this way. Something like that. Another one over here, maybe just down here. Oopsie. And now here, I'll put the last one maybe up here somewhere. And maybe one down here. Like that. Okay, now at this point you go in and add a little bit of white on your leaves if you want to add a little bit of detailing on your leaves, or anything else you want to add, drawing a little birdies, whatever. I like it just the way it is. You could do apples in the tree, you could do whatever. I really like it just the way it is. I think at this point I am going to let it dry. Then I'll do a little bit of white detailing, just a little, and then I'll top coat and I'll come back for reveal shots. Okay, and here is our completed tree with our leaves on it. We also have all our designs put on there, all our highlights, and I went ahead and did the top coat, and here is the look of everything. It looks really good. And if you did have something you wanted to add to the tree when you go to do encapsulation, you could do like lips, you could do apples, hearts, whatever you want. But I think it looks really, really good. And we did it all with those acrylic painter markers, so it made it really easy. So I'll be using those definitely again. And again, I got those on Amazon, and I just looked for the finest tipped acrylic paint markers I could find, and these seem to work really well. And I will try to get you a couple of shots, and I will see you next time. Bye.